Hello there, YouTube. Knowing that you clicked on this video, I'm just going to go ahead and assume that you're looking for a fishing kayak. Now, before we get into the fishing kayak talk, I wanted to just mention a couple things. One, there's no such thing as the perfect kayak for everyone. There's a reason there's so many options here. It's because everyone's got different needs and usages. So if you have questions, or if you don't really know what might be right for you, feel free to leave a question in the comments below and I will definitely help you out. Now, the other thing was more of a favor. I just ask that if you, while you're watching this video, if you think of anyone that might benefit from seeing it, I just ask that you share it with them. That's really going to not only help them, but it's also going to help me while I try to grow my channel. But with all that said, why don't we go to the kayak that I wanted to talk to you guys about? Not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. Oh, does that say tarpon? That's the kayak that I chose, and the reason is it sells like hotcakes on a Sunday morning. Which kayak is it? It's the Wilderness Systems Tarpon. Now, whether you get the size 100 or 120 or whatever, the fact of the matter is this is a very, very versatile kayak. And the reason why is because it actually has a little bit more of a keel in the bottom, but it's still really, really built for a fisherman. So for me, this is one of the best kayaks that you could get when we're just talking to a broad audience for under $1,000. Now, I'll show you a couple other options at the end of this video, but I wanted to talk mostly about this one. So let's get into some of the specs. As I look at this bad boy when it's sitting on the ground, first couple things that I see is front storage, which is always key on a fishing kayak. That way you can have room for rain gear or whatever else you may be bringing. It's got the little foot stoppers up here. There's a highway over there. Hopefully it doesn't bother my audio. It's got the little foot stoppers right here, basically just more comfort on the water. It's got a really nice built-in seat. With a kayak style like this, you don't find a lot of seats that are much more comfortable than this. So this is a pretty good option. And then it's got some little storage compartments in here, as well as a very large storage spot in the back. Now, one of the biggest things that I like about this kayak though is that it's a lot lighter than a lot of the other options out there on the market. There's also a little storage compartment right here which accesses the same spot as that front storage. It's just closer to you, and it's got all sorts of space in there. Now, I know that kayak really wasn't super flashy. It doesn't have all these cool specs and all these little things on it. The fact of the matter is it gets the job done, and it's a dang good kayak for the price. Now, the other kayaks I wanted to show you briefly before we ended this video is actually this one right behind me. That's the Wilderness Systems Ride 11.5. And that is actually a little bit different than the tarpon in the sense that it's going to be a little bit wider, it's going to be a little bit more stable, and it's probably built more so for the average angler. But the reason I chose the tarpon over that is because I think it's a more versatile kayak. Now, the other one that I just brought to my attention is the Native Slayer 12, and I gotta say this thing's pretty beautiful. But again, the reason I went with the tarpon is because I think that one's gonna suit more people's needs. There's a reason that thing sells like hotcakes on a Sunday morning, as I said earlier. It's just a darn good kayak. Okay, you guys. Whoa, a lot of shade here. Gotta get, oh, there we are. Back to the lighting. Oh, my arm is getting so tired holding this thing. Yeah, I need a lighter camera. Oh, sorry, got distracted. With all of that said, I know it's not a ton of information, it's just a couple kayaks. But what I wanted to do is open up the doors for questions. If you do have questions, please drop them in the comments below. I'll get back to them. With that all being said, if you guys are first time to this channel and you haven't seen any of my other videos, I ask that maybe you go check them out. Maybe subscribe. You know how it goes. You're just a YouTuber trying to make it here. Okay, no more self-promotion, I promise. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and that'll be it, folks. Oh yeah, guys, get offline and go outside, please.